So welcome folks to this week's video. Got to just make an apology for this one. This video been a little bit late. There's been a sickness bug that's just ripped through the entire family and it's been an absolute nightmare, so I've sort of been out of action for the last few days, if not a week. So anyway, that aside, this week's video is just a continuation of our New York sort of holiday trip that we did. Absolutely love New York and I cannot wait to go back someday. Not sure when, but one day I definitely will do. So we start this episode with a roll of Delta 400 in the Bessa R2 and just going around just capturing what I can really of the city. Now this was one of the first viewing platforms that we did, which was the Edge, I think it was. Yeah, it was the Edge, which was an absolutely brilliant viewing platform and probably my favourite for the whole of New York. So if you're looking to do a trip there, then that one is definitely one that I would do. Some of the others I wasn't that fussed about, but this one was a definite bonus. So anyway, let's get on with this video. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, there's that tree.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
me, yeah, like, hey, every time I look out, I'm on my lookout, cause tripping, no I ain't hoping, no sense in voting. Politicians, all of that hating, don't be creating. Food in my kitchen, all of that talking, without no walking. Can't help my vision when I step out and put my neck out. They try to play me so I don't go out without my blowout. Brought that 380, all of my brothers, pray for their mothers, cause I can't tame them, got no answer. Can't kill the cancer, how can you blame them? I was hoping I could be open with all my feelings, but now I take that bucket without no ceilings. I've been praying, but I ain't saying that I ain't stressing. I ain't moping, cause I'm just hoping I learn my lesson. I need G's for all my G's, so could you please try? Off your knees and on your P's, don't let your dreams die. I plant my seed to fill your need, to get your brain food. If you like me, you see, I give you strange moods. So I'm just praying for answers. I know they hiding the truth from us. Pray for protection, I know they plotting on newcomers. Right through the city, my reeking, my speaker speaking, my conscience stressing, but I be knowing that he be tweaking. Say I was thinking this weekend we get to linking up. Brother, some of that good in the wood and we fought the linking up. She understanding my language, I think she speaking well. She ease the pain on my brain, it's causing my people. And since you looking, I'm looking, maybe we find a way to put your heart to the surface and put your mind away. They dropped us here on a dying planet without permission. No pot to they're trying to offer you propositions. What about my struggle be funny? They call it entertaining. Got them snakes in they huddle, watch who you entertaining. All about my freedom, so I'ma need them to come correct it. Thinking I'm your enemy, all your energy misdirected. I shed a tear for my people, I struggle to be connected. I got that call from my cousin, I'm glad we reconnected. Why they always hating on moves we making and trying to slow 'em? Wish I could give you that reason, but I don't even know.
it is. The pink tree. Closed off, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Display out very quickly. Oh god, that's weird.
So I hope you enjoyed the Delta 400 part of the video. Now, out of that roll, I managed to get 36 exposures from it. I am just looking down some notes, so you've got to excuse me a minute. I've got 27 that are okay. I've got 7 which I'm still umming and ahhing about the final figure, but at the moment I've got 7 that I would probably put on my website or in a portfolio, and 2 that were just out of focus and no good at all. So I thought that's quite a good hit rate for the Delta, and it just seems to be my way with black and white on 35mm film. I just seem to prefer it. I seem to think it's a lot sharper, it's a lot more detailed than the results I seem to get from colour. I'm not sure why that is. It just seems to be the way. I mean, especially when I'm comparing it to what you're going to see in a minute, which is the CineStill 799T. That film stock, I mean, yes, it's going to be more grainy, I get that, but I just struggled with it on this trip, and I didn't get many images from the rolls of that I actually shot while I was out on this trip. But anyway, let's talk about black and white. So First image I want to talk about is this one here. So this one here I like because we were up on the High Line, I think it's called, and I just like the reflections of the glass of another building, sort of speckling the ground where this person was walking. So I quite like that shot that I got that. The other one I took from the High Line was of this one here, which was the person going across the crossing there. I just waited for that person to get what I felt was in the right position there, just crossing, and I sort of framed them with the trees and stuff, so I quite like that one. It's just about, obviously we were in New York as a city and all this sort of thing, and the High Line for me was a real beautiful area where it was just, obviously you've got Central Park as a massive park full of loads of trees and all that sort of thing, but the High Line was just one of those industrial things that they've turned into something beautiful. Not that industrial stuff isn't beautiful, but obviously, yeah, when you walk along it, it's just an amazing place to be. So I really like that shot there. This one here also, just a Hudson's Yard. I had to get some shots of Hudson's Yard, and I just really like this shot I got here with the 90mm lens on. So I was really pleased with that one. Also like this shot, which was of the New Yorker building. Now the only disappointment I've got with this shot is that obviously the New Yorker sign wasn't illuminated, firstly, and secondly that it's not very prominent on the screen. But what I did like is the fact that again you've got this speckled reflection of light off another building, which is just spraying at the side of the New Yorker building there. So I like this one also, and for the same reason I also like this. I can't remember where I took this shot now, but anyway, it's just of the typical New York street really, and I just like the way that the reflection of the light is bouncing off one of the other buildings and just creating some interest there into the scene. Just really like that. I also really like this shot here of these guys just working. Obviously being in the construction industry myself, I just found this really interesting to see these guys sort of working away there, and I just managed to, I really just like that shot, and I really just caught them doing their thing there really. And then the last one was this one here. Now this one here, I actually just saw an open gate on sort of a lot that was being worked on, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm just going to stick my head in and see. And the security guard just immediately came out and he said, oh, are you okay? And we just started chatting. He said, you can come in and take a photo if you want. So I just sort of stepped in a few meters and I just got this shot, and I just really like it because New York is quite polished as a city. Well, I found it was anyway, and I just you saw construction happening, but like many cities, I suppose, like London is the same, and other cities where construction's happening all the time around, but you don't always notice it that often. So to sort of see just an open cut really of what is below the streets and below a building that used to be there was just quite interesting to me. So I managed to get that shot, and I like the fact that, I don't know if that's the Empire State or the Chrysler Building, I don't know which one it is, but in the background there I quite like that I got that as well. So yeah, I quite like the just to cut down New York there just to see what was going on below, so I quite like that. So anyway, let's get on with the video. So now it's time to put in some Cine Still 799 tea. Let's get on with
Wendy's, where y'all from?
You are inside that building.
Ice up. Yeah. Live free, speak your peace. Stay humble in these streets, yeah. In these streets.
Place to sit.
Let's go. Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York.
We from the home of the biggie, people blowing they ciggies. And these girls going wild cause they flashing they is litty. Watch your steps cause these blocks we grew up on that bad boy in 96 with Diddy. Take a walk, come with me, let me show you what really go down. Fiends on the corner, every hood got a deli of crowns. Cops pull us over, it don't matter if you black or you brown. City never sleeps, this the place that where hip hop was found.
Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York. I look around as I'm viewing the city. Skyscrapers and bridges, bright lights, fast life, Manhattan living. Cross over downtown, welcome to the concrete. The Nets to Barclays, the Mets to Yankees. Ubers and yellow taxis. And while I'm fitted with some butters, we heard savvy when tight jeans was baggy. From JFK to LaGuardia, city that never sleeps, insomnia. Home of Junior Mafia, word. Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the walls for the ones that we lost. Bodegas on the corner, let me see what's in store. Subway stations with the maps in the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. BK all day, BK all day. We go hard, yeah, yeah. Like so. Brooklyn, Brooklyn. BK all day, BK all day. We go hard, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let peace, stress free, let it be. God got a bigger plan for you and me. Let peace, stress free, and let it be. God got a bigger plan for you and me. Let peace, stress free, and let it be. God got a bigger plan for you and me.
Yep, so we call this one The One That Got Away and has haunted me, well, all holiday. I'm going to be honest here. Just these two ladies here talking just in the middle of the street. They literally just crossed each other's path. It looked like they hadn't seen each other for a while, and they were just chatting away. I just loved the fact that one of them had the pink coat on and the pink hat, and the other one had the green on and that, and they were just standing sort of chatting there, and oh my god, I just can't believe. I took the camera up and to take the shot, and for whatever reason I just chickened out. I just chickened out and I didn't press the shutter, and I'm absolutely kicking myself that for whatever reason I just did not decide to take this shot. And yeah, it's going to haunt me, this one. I've got a few over the years that are going to haunt me, but this is one that's going to be added to that pile for sure, because I think this would have made a really good shot, especially in colour as well. So absolutely gutted, but anyway, it's one of those things. So I hope you enjoyed the CineStill 799T part of that video. I just struggle with this film stock. I think it might be something to do with I only really ever shoot it in 35mm. I've only shot it a few times before, and I sort of always shoot a handheld. I did take a tripod with me to shoot at night, but yeah, when I was with my other half and things like that, it's very difficult to sort of set up a tripod properly, take a shot and all the rest of it. You know, my other half enjoys me, you know, he's quite happy for me to do photography and all that sort of thing, but not if it takes up our entire trip. So I just had to be selective about where I'd use my tripod. In the end, I didn't use it anywhere at all. So of course I ended up sort of handheld shooting the 800T even at night, and I just find that it's just too much grain in it for me. I know it's an 800 speed film. I suppose what I should be doing is maybe just overexposing it to try and sort of save the shadows and lose some of the highlights possibly. But I've just struggled with that film stock, if I'm honest. I've shot Portrait 800 and absolutely no problem with that. In fact, I've got some really nice night shots I did on 120 when was that? When we went to Centre Parks last year, got some pictures of the lodges after dark and all that sort of stuff, and I thought they came out really well. In fact, I'll put an image up here and you can see for yourself. I really like those images. It's an 800 speed film, no problem, but just the Amber 800 and the CineStill 799T, I just really struggle with those film stocks, and I'm just not really enjoying my experience with shooting with them, which is just a bit of a shame, and I'll probably stay away from them in the future. But anyway, let's get on to this roll of film. So I took 38 exposures with this. Now this was over 2 days, so I'm only going to talk about the ones that I shot on sort of the day that you've just seen. So on the day you've just seen, I've taken 4 images which I really like, and I will talk about them now. So this is the first image of this couple, and I just like the fact that they were looking, it looked like they were looking at directions on their phone, and there's a big sign behind them. Just, I mean, obviously it's a sign for local things that are going on, like food stalls and stuff, but I just like that scene of sort of they're looking on the phone at directions and there's the sign in the background, and I just liked what they're wearing and just the just them. They just drew my attention. The other one I really like is this one here. Now this shot was just taken through, I think it's the calf that sits below the Friends building, I think. I'm not really a big Friends fan, but my other half is, so she knew all about it. I didn't really, but I just liked the building, and the I managed to catch the girl inside just chatting away there and having a sit to eat. The other one is I really like this shot, which is again just a sort of a New York building, really, just a street, and I just really like that shot. It's a real nice clean image. I just like that, the way that come out. And then probably my favourite one from the roll was when we went on this newly opened beach area that they got, and I just managed to actually, not intentionally, but as we were walking out the beach, Casey and I ran sort of towards us and past us type thing. So that was quite funny that we sort of saw him as well. But anyway, I managed to catch this shot here. It was obviously a little girl's birthday, and she was obviously 4 because of the balloons, and I just liked the way that the balloons were just sort of fluttering in the wind just on the beach area in New York. So I like that shot. It's probably my favourite from the roll. So like I say, I definitely prefer shooting this stuff during the day, and at night I'm just not too happy with. So anyway, that's that. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate if you could leave me a like, and subscription to the channel is always appreciated. And please leave a comment below. Always read them, and I always get back to everybody, even if it does take me a little bit of time. So the next few videos are going to be a bit of a mix of some more New York and also some autumn colour with the 4x5. So really looking forward to putting them ones out. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Bye for now.